together with my mentor, the late Dato' Anwar, she knows, alright? So I suggested to all these Dato' to come out with a coin called Dato' coin. Anybody can just issue. It can be from individual, even from a company. The problem is, the issue is, will people adopt your coin or not? Will you be able to create a community? For what purpose? Yeah. Alright. So anyway, but I believe everybody here knows about Bitcoin, right? Okay, let's shortcut. Okay, year 2002, 2009. This is the time for us to own an asset, right? Before, for you to get a wealth and rich, for you to own tangible asset, from land, go to property, and go to capital market, stock market, commodities, right? Okay, so now, for us to get rich, the new wealth is by owning digital asset. But the digital asset must be secured. So how to make it secure? There's only one way. To cut it short, it must be using blockchain technology. Then only it's a secure asset. So anyway, the first digital asset was created was BTC, Bitcoin, with a zero value. Right? It goes all the way. The whole thing was 850 billion US dollar. Consists of more than 1,500 cryptos. Right? Lots of new coins being issued in the market. But when all the way down, it's only worth 75 billion US dollars. What's happening here? And why this thing happen? And where are we moving from here? Right? From here to here, right? Someone bought 25 US dollar, getting 5,000 Bitcoin. At this current price, I believe this guy, what's his name? He's just a student, right? So he owns 5,000 BTC. At this point of value, around 10,000, it was 32 million US dollars. Can you imagine 25 to 32 million? How many percent is that? In 10 years time. In fact, I bought a currency, they call it Ripple. I bought it at not even a cent of value. Right? I sold at 25 cents. But it went to the high of $3.65 before it goes to, because it went to the current value, around 35 cents. Even from here to here, how many thousand percent is that? Right? Here to here, how many thousand is that? Hundreds of 100,000%. And this kind of wealth is only happen in crypto world. You can make it this kind of thing, right? Around 2 years time. Even when I was being introduced to the second largest cryptos in the world, which is Ethereum, I saw it when the price was 30 cents. It went as high as 1,200, currently around 230 US dollars. How many thousand percent is that? Right? So how long does it take from here to go to up to here? In fact, around 2-3 years time only. So for us to really make money in this current world is by getting a new coin. How many coins was introduced in the market? Today, more than 2,500 coins. In fact, out of 2,500 coins, we can classify 95%, I didn't say it failed. Most of them are scam. Most of them it just become a speculative coin without any usage. Agree? Right? So, why it happened 95%? And why only 5% really successful alternate coin? Other than Bitcoin, we call it alternate coin. Right? So, what is the features or what are the characters for this 5% become a successful alternate coin? This is what we need to study. So, what happened here? All the hypes and everything, until the government needs to control by introducing the law and everything, right? Even China ban ICO, right? Many countries try to control the new issuance of any cryptos to the public, because each government must protect the public, right? So now, where are we moving from here? Most of them cannot be used, but the usage of the cryptos gonna really start expected somewhere mid 2020 onwards. Because most of the project, whoever buy this coin means you're actually investing in that company, and most of them, their status is startup company. Agree? Right? So how I wish, when I was talking to the late Dr. Anwar almost a year ago, wouldn't it be good if there's a company which already existed maybe 20 or 30 years with a good business, with a good database, with a good user, what they need to do is just adopt blockchain technology and issue a new coin. I just need to know this coin, how are they issued? How do they issue? Is it POW or POS? If POW means it's a mineable coin, what I need to do? I just get a machine, I mine their coin. Right? If POS means staking, what I need to do? I just buy the coin, I ask for the platform for me to stake, then I just do staking. That's it. Because I get the coin and I got extra coin. Then I just need to know how they release the new coin based on whatever protocol they have set. Clear? Right, now, you know where we're moving from here? Expected by 2025. It's going to worth easily 5 trillion or 5 billion US dollars. Means, which is currently, this boy, at this point of value, it was 250 billion. Inside this 250 billion cake, this boy, his name Coach from University of Norway. Inside this 250 billion, 32 million US dollar is his. Right? Now the question is, inside this 250 billion worth of crypto, how much is yours? How much is mine? Right? Now, this will move to here. So what will be the potential? 4,750 billion US dollar. Right? And this is the potential. How to make money here? There are 5 ways of making money. Either you do trading, do buy sell. You need to become a good trader. You do mining. You do staking. Right? Or you buy and hold. Right? But I love to play the last one. I get involved in a new coin. I do everything. I do mining, I do staking, right? I do trading. But I love to go after a new coin. But potential coin. The 5% of coins. Okay? That's one thing. So, the plan for 4,550 billion, you just need to ask yourself, with this potential, set a target, how much is going to be yours? 2 years ago, I and my wife set a target. Hopefully before 2025, right? We are targeting, anybody can just target, 100 million US dollar. Is it possible? Do you think it's possible? No.
Yes.
Do you think it's possible? If 32, you got a good strike, $32, $25 become 32 million. What this guy needs is one more big strike. He has 32 million, get a good platform, good coin, invest 1 million, then appreciate the same appreciation. Will he make it? Will he make it? That's it. That's what I've been shared to lots of my friends. In fact, what we need is just 2x big strike. But you must properly choose which coin for you to invest. Okay, so now the blockchain will definitely enter all industries in the world. It will go to diamond, it will go to mining, it will go to banking, it will go to health industry. Now let's introduce. This blockchain is now entering a new energy industry. Okay, let's talk about it. Can you see? Can everyone see? Okay, now. In fact, all the countries in the world has their own policy. Each of the country has their own policy. US has ready to lead the world on new energy and environmental issues. France has their policy. Denmark, Italy, Euro, UK, German as well. Each of the country has policy on new energy. In fact, most of them has a timeline when to buy the full vehicle. Some are going to ban starting 2030, 2045, 2040, right? Okay. Why they want to do that? Because environmental issue and because all this traffic congestion and everything. Okay, now what's the benefit? The difference between the traditional, which is currently, right, using petrol or diesel, right? So exhaustible limited energy, increased carbon dioxide. The renewable energy will be low pollution, large storage. The best part of it, I love the number 3, not prone to energy wars. Why the war happened? Right? Most of it because petrodollar issue. Petrol against US dollar. So anyway, let's be specific. When we talk about renewable energy, we talk about electric energy. So electric, you can charge building, you can charge anything. Let's be specific. In this particular case, this electric is going to charge vehicle, right? So China has studied the automobile industry. Starting when? 1998. It took them almost 15 years to study the whole process, the whole development, the whole laws and everything, right? So, starting 1998, in fact 2008 until 2013, right, the factories start coming in, the industrial preparations start coming in. There are factories coming out with electric car, there are factories coming out with pile to charge the electric car, right? But 2014, right, the China government, okay, that's it, after 15 years of studies, means by 2030, 80% of vehicles in China must use a new energy. 2035, it must reach 100% renewable energy. That's the government policy. And the government's target. Which government? The government of China. And now, these are the national policy. You can take a look. By 2014, the General Secretary Xi Jinping, how to pronounce that? Huh? Xi Jinping. Ada kena belajar lagi. I cakap Xiamen. It's not Xiamen, it's Xiamen. Xiamen, right? Okay. Thank you. So 2019 Premier Li Keqiang, the State Council made a government work report and everything present to all this development, the national policy. What else? New energy vehicle charging infrastructure allocation policy. To charge, there will be another policy as well. And surprisingly, good time. It's a good timing, perfect timing. Most of the bank in China are reducing, I don't say stop, but almost stop, lending money to property industry. Because their property is now almost bubble. Right? By having a clear policy of this, later I will share with you, that's why a lot of banks are very interested for any business with a minimum risk, highest potential and long-term business. And one of the best industry is this industry in China. Right? Okay, anyway. So, from 5-year plan of new energy vehicle charging, these are the national policy of government. So anyway, the moment the China government has clear policy and in fact has a target, the car maker in the world also need to participate, right? That's why Volvo has announced all the model for S60 to China must be in new energy, in using electric car. Okay, BMW plans to China market. They will issue 20. They will make 25 new model, right? All electric car to China market. Mercedes by 2022 everything to China, right? Especially in China, all electric car. Who else? Ford, Toyota, Jeep. And you can see, in fact, in China alone, right? Wang Chongfu, pushed by the government, double point policy. China will make all buses electricity powered in 2020. This is arahan kerajaan. So same goes to Toyota, Volvo, Mercedes, and Volkswagen. You can have all. We can share you all this detail, not everything in the PDF now. Okay. So why they need to do that? It's like a conversion from engines to electric control, gearbox to battery, petrol to this. So, but let's be specific again about how to touch this electric car. Currently they're using pile. Yeah? Most of the pile is still using cable. Right? So anyway, let's introduce this incident, the one that we visited 14 of us, and 2-3 months ago, a group of Malaysian, Vietnamese and Taiwan went there, my introducer. So this company called Jiangshuang, right? Jiangshuang Shenzhen. Why Shenzhen? This is newly registered less than a month. Because before this they registered in Singapore as a foundation. Last month they registered in Shenzhen because all the cryptos, all the fintech company, government has issued a statement must go to Shenzhen. So, right? So they have Shenzhen Xiamen, they have Shenzhen Shenzhen. Jiangshuang Shenzhen. Okay, anyway. Their vision is to reshape the world. Reshape this new renewable energy. Their vision and mission. Okay, I think we have seen about this video. Right? Everybody have seen it, right? So let's skip over this. Okay, what's their target? Jiangshuang, the one that we met, right? Okay, Energy Chain Technology Company is a high-tech enterprise engaged with R&D. In the next 2-3-5 years, the company aims to build an online and offline adoption platform with 1 million charging piles, 10 million businesses, because when you're talking about economy, this is the producer, this is the consumer. From here to reach here, it will go few types of business and opportunity. Means this is the chain business value of business value chain. Each of this business has its own value, has its own turnover, right? So 1 million charging pile, 10 million businesses, hundreds of millions of users, and in fact up to 1 trillion transactions. Okay, let's touch about this. I do understand until I resigned from the bank. About money. Okay, this is the ringgit notes, right? I remember Tun Mahathir made statement before. This ringgit note circulated, changing from one hand to another 100 times, and it goes back to me. What will be the value of this particular note? For this note?
100.
1 ringgit. 100. Right? It took me 4 years. I don't really study about it until someone explained to me why Mahathir say this 1 ringgit is circulated 100 times, 100 different people. When it is back to you, it was 100 ringgit. It means the money must be used. It must be exchanged with product, means it's tradable, right? And this is the secret of wealth. Who can roll this money? You need to have a license. You know, you can never go wrong. You have these two things right. One, right principle, and back to fundamental. Remember? You have a good principle, I mean life principle value, and everything must go back to fundamental. Fundamentally, it must be right. So let's check this coin. Is it has a good principle? More importantly, does it really fundamentally is a good business? Okay, why is this worth $100? Because this way, A exchange to B, right? You got it right, you get everything right. Okay, $1 goes to here by buying a drink. So this guy, his cost of the drink is only 30 cents. Sell it at $1, so he made 70 cents, right? So this same notes goes to C. B buy pencil from C. So his cost of pencil 50 cents. Sell to this guy at RM1, so he made 50 cents. So in exchange of goods, right? So and it must be exchanged 100 times with $1 worth of good. And everybody make their own differential, their own money margin. Alright? So one is goes back to A. How many products are here? 100 products. So how much is the product worth? $100. How about you roll this 1,000 times? How about you roll this 10,000 times? How about the DEC that we are going to introduce to you will make trillions of transactions? I just want to make sure each trillion of transaction, when it goes, it has to pass by me, and each time I'm at 0.001 cent. So, let's take a look at their infra. Do they have the infra to do that? Do they have the user? Does this industry has all those kind of things to create that trillion of wealth? How to participate? We are lucky because this company blockchains the whole process, producer to consumer, right? They used to be running it traditionally, right? Without doing any blockchain, without using blockchain technology. The moment they blockchain it, they need to issue a coin. That's where we can participate. Even I'm a Malaysian. If not, no way I can participate or whatever wealth is being created through renewable industry in China. No way to participate. Because even if you want to buy the station, charging station, you need to become a Chinese citizen. And I have to marry another woman. That's the shortcut way. Okay, you got it right? Clear? Okay, now. So they have their own culture. Let's energy connect the world to build thousands of charging pipe, thousands of cities. How many cities they have? 3,200 cities. And each city, this business model, they're going to issue one dealership. One dealership is going to cost 1.5 million RMB. Who can participate? What will happen? I'll share with you later. Right? Okay. These are the partners they have currently. Okay. Konzing Capital, Zingang Group, New Page Group. You need to understand all these people. Who are these people currently in China? And these are their partners now. They are signing up now. Banks are signing up with this company. Right? So, this is the best part. Industry expert consultant, Dr. Ling Gui. He's a scientist. Yeah? We went to their office but couldn't manage to meet him personally. Anyway, who are their partners? Union Pay Business, how they got into the agreement to explore this new industry. Okay, who are Zinking Charging, New Links Group. They have signed strategic cooperation and leading power, means the power supply of in China, each of the province. So these are the target for the charging pipe. This is what we call super fortune opportunity. It's gonna create trillions of wealth. Remember, when it circulates from here to here, how to participate? At least in a lot of businesses, it must go through us. Then we take a portion of it. Clear? All right. Anyway, so this is the public sensation, the opportunity they can make. This is a simple calculation. But let's say cars by 2030, there's 5 million cars, right? for concession target for charging pile around 4.8 million because they are targeting 1 to 1. One pile, one vehicle, up to that extent, right? So, let's say the energy vehicle is 8 million by 2030, okay? The full, okay? So, it's going to create how much? 150, how much that?
Billion.
150 billion RMB of the turnover,
Revenue.
the market cap. Clear? So anyway, how the charging pile looks like, it's like a petrol station because for you to charge, it's going to take you even 1 hour or even 2 hours, right? So it depends on the model.
This 1 to 2 hours to completely charge a car?
Yes.
Depends
1 hour.
model. Depends model. Depends model.
It's not 1 day or
Oh no, 1 day. But I heard around currently the technology they have now is 1 hour number. So to charge 1 hour is going to they can drive if you're going to be full charge. But for you to become owner of this station in this particular model, that you can participate and opt for the dealership. It's 1.5 million. Okay, now people are rushing submitting. Why? Because one city only one dealership, right? Okay. So anyway, Zheng Chong team, their management platform, this is state policy support, okay, driven by huge market demand, and the best part, we can participate because they're using blockchain technology. Without blockchain technology, people like me as a Malaysian, I think hard for me to participate. Alright, anyway, 20,000 a file, one city, that's how they do. Okay, blockchain solution for new energy industry. They need to build a global energy system based on blockchain, the whole thing, right? This is how they explain. This company, this is how it works. When the China government set a very clear policy by 2014, which is 80% to 100%, must be in a what? New electric car, right? There are lots of pile company in China, right? Because they already have electric car. Of course, there are factories. If I'm not mistaken, around 20 factories, 6 big companies. Okay. So this big company, one of the company called StarCharge, right? And the other one is Zinking charging pile. Okay. Their target is to set up 30 million pile. This company. Okay. So for how to set up 30 million throughout the whole of China with 3,200 cities, of course, they have their own roadmap, right? Is by traditionally using franchise this concept. So they have decided for this company. So what they do, they join each of trade exhibition throughout the countries to sell their franchise business model to promote, right? In one of the expos, of course, I'm a blockchain technology developer, also join a trade exhibition in any part of the world, right? So this blockchain technology met this company, this consultant, and he saw this company, this whole setup from, they had infra from A to B. So this consultant suggested to him, if you manage to, you guys has planned to do this franchise way, means if you can make it, you definitely have the projection with X billion of profit, for example. So this consultant suggested to him, how I saw you have a very good infra. Can I suggest to you, what if I can suggest to you, from your projection, you can make minimum 100 times from whatever you projected doing traditional way. I would definitely interested to know, right? So how to do about it? What you need to do is, now we have new technology, they call it blockchain technology. How to understand? Very simple. Let's say this is Facebook Sri Bahad. If he wants to make money, he just need to do berhad the company by issuing share, right? So listed at New York Stock Exchange, whatever. So end up Mark Zuckerberg become one of the richest men in the world, right? How long he has been doing business? More than 10 years. How many customers they have? 2.4 billion users currently. Facebook book account, all database, right? With that database, he knows how to make money. I have 1,000 database here, phone number, I don't know how to make money. The only thing I know, I call my people, all my friends, now the Malay suka cakap apa? Membawang. Talk about other people. I have 1,000 database, I don't know how to make money. But Mark Zuckerberg has 2.4 billion database, he knows how to become the richest man in the world. One of the richest men in the world. But, guys, he can make a second round. Number 2. I just read this morning, Facebook, even if the US government will not allow them to issue their coin, Libra, they will still proceed next year. Now, Facebook is going to issue their own coin, Libra. How many users? 2.4. What if each of the users buy 10 US dollar? How much will Mark Zuckerberg collect from the market? 2.4 trillion. He will be the biggest bank in the world instantly. Why? Because Bill Gates say banking is essential. Banks are not. Whatever banking business, you can do it with another party. They call it fintech company. This is what scares the world. Hello? Can you follow? You know how many IT company, even way bigger than the bank? For this round onwards, whoever IT company has blockchain expert, right? They can wipe out a lot of people. That's why this really scares all the bank in the world. Because anybody can bank. They become a bank. Clear? Right? So, same goes over here. If you can make X billion doing traditional way, how about I can make 100 times bigger than this? How? Okay. If that's on the financial part. The benefit of it, if they run it traditional way, right? It must go through middleman, right? From producer to consumer. Betul? The problem is the middleman. The whole principle is Bitcoin is to eliminate middleman. Number 1. Number 2, worst scenario, because this middleman is the one that control the wealth of the world. Agree? So, what will be the benefit to blockchain this whole industry? Because the moment they use blockchain technology, it will be very transparent, right? So, this what will happen if they run it traditional way. And this will be, this is what will happen, and this is the benefit if you do it blockchain way. Hello? Okay? I don't want to go into details. I'm not an engineer yet. Okay. In fact, by starting one part of the blockchain, so they're going to have main chain and even side chain. Means the first thing by the DEC, the new coin that we're going to do to you, is to charge the pi first. Right? Then they will create another type of business. Right? From the main chain, charging part, then another 5 types of business. So there will be 5 core of business. One by one. Right? Okay, now. So this is the whole system. We are somewhere over here. Okay, again, I repeat, I'm not an IT guy, I'm not an engineer, but I know how to make money. Okay? So anyway, so my friend normally ask me, okay, Alam, give me the thing. Which technology? I said ERC20. Just give me the ATSCAN link. So we just give the ATSCAN link. It's very transparent. They're going to issue 390 million of coin. Right? And these are the addresses. Who are the biggest holder? How much they hold? And then all the transaction is transparent. Okay? Anyway, how are they going to issue out of this 390 million? Remember I said, once they blockchain, I just need to know whether it's mining or staking, right? So that is the only one I can grab. So we are focusing on this 40%. The rest you cannot touch. Clear? Okay, so this 40% out of 319 will be 127.6 million DEC available for us to grab the charge. How they issue? Using staking. Staking concept. That's why either mining or staking. In this case, a combination of both. How to prepare? Mining, staking, trading, holding. Okay. So in this, I have a coin that I stake now, and for that particular coin, I'm going to receive a new coin for 10 years. But I need to vote 4 times manually for me to receive. In this particular case, you don't have to vote. It's auto vote. Right? And my previous platform, right? I get a new coin, the coin that I receive on monthly basis. And this particular coin, I got it every single day. That is the way they set the protocol. Clear? Okay, anyway. So, 30 million target. Whoever wants to take this, I don't think so we can participate. Alright? So, we can participate only, but not on the dealership. So, this is 20 years contract with 80-20. Right? Or provider. The funder will get 80%, 20% will be the company. But if you run a franchise business over here, you fork up your 1 million, you run the business. Alright? So, it's the other way around. So, anyway, who's gonna use this coin? Remember, this fiat currency, how to make 2,500 cryptos has value. Okay. Someone make us believe this is a currency. Who is this someone? The authority is of the country. Correct? Okay, now, let's say I drop it somewhere over there. Okay. Kalau jatuh, will people chase this? Because they believe this thing has value. And they know, besides it has value, it can be used to exchange. Remember, back to my 2 principles? To exchange to Tom Yum, to exchange to anything, right? Okay, now, how about this coin? Those coins being introduced in the market. You believe it has value, but nobody use it. Will it has a value? No. That's why 95% fail. But this new coin is already running in the market now. What is happening in China now? There are millions of electric cars which they charge using fiat currency. This is how it works. I think I'll show you. But now, one of the biggest target for DEC is DD car drivers. This kind of Uber, Uber or Grab in China lah. So how many registered driver? 50 million. They only target if 5 million this driver use every month $50 means there will be 250 million demand of DEC every single month. How to do? Which is how they do run currently. Currently in China they have apps. This is user app. This is the part for you to charge your car currently, right? So this is user app. You just transfer using QR code, right? Most of them using Alipay or WeChat. That's it. Or even credit card or debit card. Example, with 10 renminbi, you can charge 1 hour. Clear? But how about the same 10 renminbi? If you charge using DEC, you can charge 2 hours. This is 50% discount. How to understand? How to make our friends outside there understand? Very simple. This is Starbucks. This is the cost of the drink, which is 15 ringgit. You pay by cash 15 ringgit, credit card 15 ringgit, debit card 15 ringgit. But if you use Starbucks coin, they give you 20 to 50% discount. Agree? This is prepaid business. You have to upfront by the point. Can it be done? Yes. Can it be done? Yes. Touch and go? But it's one-to-one. How about voucher system? Is it legal in all the country? It's legal. It's the same thing here. It won't appear as DEC in the user. It will appear as DECC. It's a kind of point system. How it works? This is the company going to hold 100 classes. This is the first class. Just to teach the drivers, the current drivers, how to use the app to buy DEC and get 50% discount. That's it. Most of them are coming here just to know how to get 50% discount. Most of them do not know what is blockchain, what is cryptocurrency. Agree? Clear? Clear. Okay. This is how it. Has this happened? Yes. When was this taking started? May. When was the user, app user, to buy, to charge the car using DEC started? Early August.
The 15% discount
15?
applies to Star Charge Powers.
No. Now more pile company, pipe user is approaching Zhejiang now. Clear? If you can get all the pile company to come to you, we just have the technology. It's the same thing. These scientists, Dr. Lin, supplying wireless technology to what? To phone company, to laptop company, to even car maker company, for them to charge wireless. It's the same thing here. Okay, now. So, has this happened? This is how it works. This who doesn't know about DEC? But too bad I don't know Mandarin. There are two ways. At the back end, they buy DEC. Does this driver know? No, they have no idea. Because they don't know about DEC at all. But if they know, they go for second option. Second way. Then, if they know, they will download the DEC app. So that's different. Those who doesn't know the existence of DEC, just using WeChat. Those who know about DEC, then later what you need to do is to download the DEC app. You do staking here. In fact, the user also can charge their to buy DEC from here. They can manage their own DEC. Clear? Alright. Is it running? Yes, it's running. Now, those users, the drivers over there, start telling their friend, I'm start enjoying 50% discount by using this app. Clear? So anyway, I'm still waiting for my own video because this is the previous video. I haven't finished compiling it.
All the DD cars in China are using that.
Yeah, most of them driving electric car. Okay, you know how much is the cost there? I check with them. If you use petrol, it's gonna cost you 70 cents per kilometer. Currently, I asked the rate. But if you use electric, it's gonna cost them 10 cents maybe per kilometer. Is it cheap? They said most of them driving car, DD car, are electric cars. But if you use DEC, it's going to cost you 5 cents per kilometer. Macam. That's why those people here they just want to enjoy the 50% discount. There are two ways. One, those who have no idea about blockchain, no idea about DEC, that's another app. They can just do future. And in fact, we are running 100 classes, free classes, just to teach our target is DEC, the marketing strategy, right? Just to teach them how to use our app and enjoy 50% discount. Clear? It's really hot in the market now. Okay. In summary, even we start with a new charging pile, there will be another business later. Right? So what do they have in fact? This whole main chain up and the side chain, we have artificial intelligence, AI, they use AI, blockchain, cloud computing, big data, multi-party computation, IOT, supply chain management. Don't ask me about all these things, I'm not IT guy. But in value to value, I have the experience. I got whacked by my treasurer because I must know every day which currency we're going to appreciate 1% a day. So I need to manage the bank's money. Right? So I need to manage now. How about become DAM, Digital Asset Manager? That's different class. Rather than you manage fiat currency, how about we manage our digital asset? From Bitcoin, go to another coin, it goes how many percent, and how to exchange from one place to another place. Hello, okay? Okay, now. So where's the demand from DEC? Two big parties. From the real user and those who knows about blockchain and cryptocurrency. Those who wants to do staking, currently more than 15,000 people. And the demand from here, if only 5%, 10%, 5 million people, you're gonna real demand 250 million US dollar every month. Then the DEC will rotate, will circulate, will move from one hand to another hand, from one hand to another hand. That is money. It must roll. It must be traded, not purely speculation. That's why 95% fail, because it's a pure speculation, because there's no infra exist, there's no community really using it. So I just need to clear you. How long BTC has been in the market? 10 years. Do you have any real data, real user of Bitcoin, which really not trading in exchange to become speculator or trader, means really use and trade exchange goods, use the Bitcoin? How many million people? Any idea? Around 2 million. Around 2 million people really use BTC in exchange of good, means use BTC. How about if DEC managed to penetrate 10% of DEC driver? There will be 5 million real user. After they charge, next month they charge again, next month charge again, next month charge again. I don't want to come out what will be the figure yet. You must know the total supply and total user and how they come out every single month. The available stock in the market. What will happen to the price? Any actuaries here? any actuaries here? Okay. DEC Foundation legally registered in Singapore. Initially they registered in Singapore, but once the government says that now all those fintech companies must go to Shenzhen, they just recently registered in Shenzhen. So Jiangsuan, Shenzhen. Right? So China the largest market, 1.4 billion population. China government say 2030 80%, 2035 100%. How in the world to get this kind of good business? That's why bank really keen to involve in this industry. Clear? Okay, we need to introduce to another company, New Year, not New Year, New Year. New Year, the owner is Dr. Lin. He's a scientist. Okay, he's the one that supply wireless technology, and he has 200 patents for this type of technology, and each certificate, each patent valued 50 million renminbi. Okay, so these are you saw the video just now, and all the chip, the power, the Wi-Fi sender, Wi-Fi receiver for it to charge either phone, laptop, in fact our to car, right? So these are the certificates. Group software copyright certificate, what other? Group invention patent licensing certificate. Okay, I guess we have seen this video. From cable, move to.
There shouldn't be too many restrictions. Lower the limit.
From cable, what will be the problem if you use cable, using wire and moving to wireless? Okay, how much
Traditional
is
charging
it?
must be transmitted through various charging wires. The wire has been used
Can we
for a long
shortcut
time
this?
with proper usage.
Right?
It is
Shortcut.
energy.
Okay, so this is one of the pile factory. Start charge. More people coming. More pile company coming. Okay, this is an example of the types of the pile. It's like looks like petrol station. Okay. Okay, this is the first visit. I'm still waiting for my friend to complete our own second round site visit. Okay, this is the first visit. This is done 2.5 months ago. Our trip, we're gonna have the same video later. We're still compiling it. Because we just back 2 days ago, 3 days ago. This is my introducer from Kota Kinabalu. Okay, this one. You know what's that? That's the only that's kind of a Nobel Prize certificate. Macam dia Nobel Prize winner lah. So this is the first thing. Later I can show you our photos. This is just now the one in office as a sample. Does it exist in outside of the company? Yes, this is outside of the company. We went to one of the stations. And in fact, the station, even outside, start using DEC. What if you become owner of the whole station? You know how much it's worth? The potential? So this is Jiangshuang office. They brief us the direction and how big is this business. Tell them. This is the one that explained to us, Mr. Chow. So how the coin produced and everything. Okay, good? Clear? So the question, how to get DEC? Right. Okay, how to get DEC? Very simple. Let's move to our part, how to make money. What we need to understand is just the protocol. This using POW plus POS means you can do staking. When we talk about staking, if mining, like mineable coin, what you need to do is to have a machine, mining machine. But if they do staking, you don't have to own the machine because the machine is very costly, right? So in this case, we do staking. But to do staking, there's only one way. You have to buy the coin first. That's it, right? Okay, now So whatever we're going to present later, the simulation of income is just a simulation. Is there a risk? There's still a risk, right? Okay. So we're going to talk about staking reward. We actually